The charts are telling us that now is likely the last time to buy these big layer ones before we enter the banana zone. So here we are at the beginning of the banana, and it's going to last all year, or at least into early next year. Now, I'm not perfect, but I'll show you what's going on in my head. Long-term financial manager Al Paul's Ray among the Bitcoin community's most anticipated trends of 2024 is Banana's own thesis. In his most recent video update, the CEO and creator of Real Vision laid out his case for why he thinks now is the last chance for investors to purchase big cryptocurrencies before their values skyrocket. In Powell's view, the impending U.S. presidential election and improved liquidity circumstances will cause prices of cryptocurrencies to soar during this bull market phase. This long-awaited stage might be just a few weeks away, according to Powell. He foresees a meteoric surge in the value of crypto assets when it starts, making it difficult to track all the latest news. The precise launch date eludes him at the moment, but he anticipates it will happen between now and September. The video features Powell's 7 charts that back up his projection that the total market cap of cryptocurrencies will quadruple by the conclusion of the cycle in 2025 to effectively capitalize. On the banana zone, the amount needs to be increased from $2.2 trillion to $1.15 trillion. In his belief that Solana will emerge victorious from the cryptocurrency competition, Powell has poured 90% of his liquid wealth into the cryptocurrency. The first Solana ETF to be listed on Twitter in the US was filed for by VanEck with the CCC this week. According to Matthew Sagel, head of digital assets research at VanEck, the company has applied for a Solana ETF on the grounds that it is a commodity similar to Bitcoin or Ethereum. In the wake of the announcement, the price of Solana surged by more than 10%. The possibility of a Solana ETF's approval later this year or in 2025 could serve as a major driver for the cryptocurrency. See Powell's 7-chart breakdown of his banana zone projections for Solana, Ethereum, and Bitcoin at the very end of the movie. I know a lot of you are interested in the cryptocurrency market, and my last little update was when some of us fairly solid folks said, listen, I think this is it. From there, it bounced, fell back down to its original level, attempted to retest its previous low, failed, and then began bouncing once again. And the video's goal is to ask when banana in reference to the common phrase, when banana, I will demonstrate my belief that it is imminent and that Solana will spearhead it. Patience is necessary, as I've stressed to you before. These things don't happen overnight, but they have the potential to revolutionize your life once they do. Well, look who we have here. At the moment in the 4-year cycle immediately preceding the U.S. presidential election, when things begin to heat up. Additionally, a pause is common around the halving time. Recently, there has been a halt in global liquidity, which is not uncommon. Liquidity, however, is about to soar in the future. As I will explain in upcoming videos, there are a lot of exciting things happening and liquidity is poised to explode. The Solana chart, then, is a perfect wedge pattern according to textbooks. It was shared on social media by me. I have already discussed it. It's faultless in every way. The last testing had been conducted. The lower trend line has been tested 3 times, while the higher trend line has been tested 3 times. When compared to other patterns, I believe these ones have the best chance of success. Whatever you choose to name them, continuation, wedges, triangles, etc., I avoid getting mired down in the specifics of approach. All I'm trying to convey is that whatever looks like a wedge is a wedge. In my opinion, that's a barrier. It speeds up as soon as it breaks the surface. However, things start to get fascinating from the bottom. Now, what's intriguing is that when assets reach extremely low volatility, global Mac investor often sees a reversal and a return to more volatility. Typically in the cryptocurrency market, low volatility indicates a downtrend, and high volatility indicates an uptrend. Therefore, Solana usually turns around after it hits this 50 level in 30-day historical volatility. What transpired yesterday was just this, and it has done this 5 times in a row. Starting from this point, it achieved 109% in December, 32% in June, 57% in August, 527% in September, and 78% in February, all within 3 months. Therefore, I adore it since it's a strong signal. The similar signal is now seen on Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin has a longer price history, which is a positive. So Bitcoin, which is more stable and less volatile, has rebounded significantly whenever the volatility level approaches 20%. Looking at the figures again, these bounces have led by 83%, 85%, 200%, 100%, 85%, 71%. These are incredibly positive indications. While it doesn't guarantee perfection, it does increase the odds in your favor. Maintaining a leader's strength in the face of opposition is another quality I seek. Note that this is Solana Vias. Bitcoin, it's vital that you get this. It rises and rises like a staircase. When I purchased Solana, it is visible to you. When it first emerged in comparison to Ethereum and Bitcoin, which I will demonstrate in a moment, around September or October of last year, and since then it has climbed steadily. It looks like we're going to blast through the next level. Owning Solana is expected to yield better results than Bitcoin. And here we see the identical chart in comparison to E. The pattern is quite similar. Once we reach that threshold of 0.055, we anticipate Sol ETH. Regardless of the Ethereum ETF, Solana is expected to surpass expectations. Today, we also learned that Van Eck has applied for a Solana exchange-traded fund. That in no way guarantees approval. A few of these folks have filed years ahead of schedule. Their only goal is to gain the SEC's opinion and enter the market. Though we anticipate that many will first seek out a Solana NFT, Ethereum is a good bet. Within a week, we should have an Ethereum exchange-traded fund ETF up and running, which will bring in fresh investment dollars for the cryptocurrency market. Naturally, these funds will follow the standard distribution pattern. They will go into Ethereum, then Solana, and finally back down the risk curve, where they will experience outperformance on the trade floor, among other things. Solana and Bitcoin should be good to go, I believe. Forecast: Solana will beat Bitcoin and Ethereum. Also, Ethereum is going to go head-to-head with Bitcoin soon. My long-awaited prediction has finally come true, and it's a major thing. It's a stunning pattern on the chart, and it should reach the range's upper limit. If it does, then Ethereum might break out of the range, giving it even more ground versus Bitcoin and setting a new record high. That has been my working hypothesis for a while, and I'm hoping it will be validated soon. My primary wager at the moment is not on ETH. Beeple NFTs, XCOPY, and art are where my Ethereum is truly invested. Solana is going to have more value appreciation than Ethereum and Bitcoin combined, hence it is my liquid token of choice. It is traditionally known as altcoin season when Bitcoin's performance begins to surpass that of Ethereum and Solana. This altcoin season compares to the one before it. It has been flawless to an almost flawless degree. Look what's coming up. Don't expect everything to fall into place flawlessly. Banana territory? When bizarre events begin to unfold, we are in the banana zone. The current trend indicates that the total market cap of altcoins, including Ethereum, might increase by a factor of 10. Well, that's a lot. It's a major change. Several of these things will experience significant movement. Keep in mind the thesis: if you mess up now, you will lose your sanity and wind up buying all the foolish stuff your pals are recommending. So exercise caution. Maintain most of them in the top divisions, remain in the top tier of 80/90ths in any case. Cryptocurrency season is going to begin during presidential election year, so hold on to 10 for capturing some items here. Trust me, you won't earn money on most of it. It is currently making its way to your X feed. Its warming up is visible. Just in time for the presidential debate, I'm taping this. Historically, Bitcoin has been very strong at this time of year. In the months leading up to the election, when everyone is confused about who will be taxed and what it all means, we have the summer months of June, July, and August. So folks take it easy for a while, and then whomever takes over the market after the election keeps things going in the banana zone. Again, that's the overall pattern. Perfection is unrealistic, but from now on out, it's usually up and to the right with a consolidation correction in the center. During these corrections, volatility typically drops by 35% to 25%. Like on X, everyone has been acting normally for the past week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, despite the fact that the market has been going sideways. Very well, the banana patch, in other words, we've finished the Bitcoin halving zone, are currently in the boring zone, and will soon enter the full banana zone.